You just now tuning in. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, and hit the bell. GMS fam, the green room. Let's talk about it. Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, hey yo. The mic is on, the mic is on, the mic is hot. The mic is hot. Let's keep the beat going for a second, man. GMS fam, how y'all doing, man? What's going on, man? I love it. I love it. It's Sunday. It's beautiful here in Minnesota. I hope it's beautiful where you at today. Shout out to my GMS fam. Make sure you tap into that live chat. Let me know where you from, man. Shout out your city. You know the routine. You know, we started every show with peace, love, positive energy, good vibes, passing it forward, hoping that you pass it along as well, keeping that green mind state. What's up, Love Lace? Appreciate you for stopping by. Illmatic, Universal Trappers, Ronnie Forrest, Vale is in the building. Anthony Pritchett is in the building. Yes. We got some things to talk about, man. Some things to talk about. Matter of fact, let me switch up the beat. Let me switch up the beat, all right? Gotta put this beat on real quick, you know. Can't be too turnt talking about certain subjects, especially when they're sad subjects, man. And today, we want to start out with, once again, sending our condolences and our love and our prayer to DC Youngfly and his family and the family of MS Jacky OH and their children. Yesterday was the day that DC and his family and their loved ones laid Jacky to rest in Atlanta. And I'm gonna be honest, man. I honestly and I commend them for, you know, live streaming it so that other people could pay their respects as well, and so everybody could be a part, you know, of her funeral. But nowadays, people do not have the courtesy or the respect or even the common sense to have sympathy and to understand a human, because people spend way too much time projecting in their statements and making it seem like people should act the way that they would act in a situation that they're not even in. DC lost his partner. He lost the mother of his 3 children. And yet people have think pieces right now on social media about his demeanor and how he acted during the speech that he gave from his heart to somebody who was in his life, somebody who he spent time with, somebody who birthed his children. Now, before we even tackle that subject, first and foremost, I want to show y'all what he said himself. All right. Before we get into anything else, I just want y'all to see this. I want to take the time to listen to this in its entirety. So I hope y'all bear with me. It's about 6 minutes, but I feel like it's the least that we could do out of respect for not just him, but, you know, Miss Jacky OH and her family and just the whole situation at hand. So here is DC's speech and what he said, and we're going to talk about it after.
Anybody that's going through something, I'm here to tell you, man, look, y'all was probably feeling for us and swearing that we ain't know what he was going to do, his mind gone crazy. Listen, man, I've been dealing with trauma all my life, man. It just so happened this is new to me because I never had a rib to leave me. But I'm here to tell you as a firm believer, man, God makes no mistakes. Don't question nothing. Don't even question what we going through. Because we're going to go through it and get through it because my God is going to give us the strength to get through it. You dig what I'm saying? But most importantly, that this entire family needs is prayer. Pray for us, man. Send good energy our way. This ain't hard, but it sure ain't easy. Dig what I'm saying? Because it ain't. It ain't. And for those who see me, y'all know I pray a lot. Because life is real. And if I didn't pray a lot, I wouldn't be able to deal with it. But I'm sitting here strong, and you know, chin up, chest out, that I'm straight. My kids, we good. Because like I said, we led by the Spirit and not by the flesh. Are we hurt? Yes. We're human. We got emotions. My children know God is real. Ain't that right, baby? Don't you know that? Don't you know we God-fearing? Ain't mama with us. And we gonna keep going. Know that. And I want everybody in here, if you don't take nothing from today, man, I don't care whatever you going through in life, listen, man. Find your relationship with God. She had a beautiful soul. She was a great mother. I'm talking about super great mother. Super great mother. Super great mother. And we're going to continue that. We're going to continue that love. And if y'all ain't in that book, get in that book. Read Genesis. Understand the life of Joseph. Joseph going to teach you some things. Because it don't matter wherever Joseph laid his feet, God made him in charge. And Jack, you know I love you, girl. You know. You know. But you know, we here, baby. We here. Like you said, look, it feel like a dream. Feel like feel like a fairy tale, but you know, hey man, this ain't no fairy tale. And if Joseph didn't complain, I won't either. I love y'all, I appreciate y'all. And I seen every post, I seen every message. Even though I ain't had the energy to text back, but look, that kept me up too. Just knowing that y'all knew I was God-fearing and y'all seen that early, so I say, so y'all be paying attention then. So you know it ain't me. And if you know I had God before, you think, what? What you think now? What?
One thing I do admire a lot before I finish this is the fact that, you know, he's showing a great amount of strength, something that a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, can't do in times like this. And understandably, you know what I'm saying, you lose a loved one, a lot of people, it'll be hard for them to get up there and speak. You know, somebody like him, though, fortunate enough to be doing something for a living that involves him being in front of people and speaking, it may be something to help him in this moment to actually get through it, as well as sitting there with his kids sitting right in front of him. Y'all got to remember, he has 3 children that he has to look after now. He is a single father now, and he has to hold on to his strength and ability to take care of his kids during this trying time. You have to understand that.
So when you see me, please understand, man. When you see me, please understand that it's not me. I don't have the energy or strength to deal with none of you. When you see me, when a smile is on my face and I'm kicking it and I'm happy, the higher power granted me the strength to continue to keep going. I love you, Jack. These kids are beautiful, man. God granted us strength to have 3. You know, I was trying to have 7 more. She gonna beat me up for that one. But I love you, girl. And I want our kids to understand that you had a beautiful soul. And you didn't leave us. You in heaven. Your spirit is with us. You still here. And we got an amazing support system. We got a beautiful support system. Because they came out. Love you. Everybody in here, keep God first.
Now, first and foremost, let me just say that I think what he did was perfect. And it was perfect because it was how he wanted to do it. You got to be a sick and twisted, weird type of person to be overanalyzing the way somebody is eulogizing their loved one, because it's not the way that you want them to do it. Let me just say, a person that has spent his entire career making people laugh, for one, it's going to be very hard to turn that off regardless if that person is grieving or not. See, it's crazy that people can understand certain instances when it comes to comedians, when we see people like Robin Williams or, that's the first person that comes to mind, but, Jack Knight and other people like that who have ended up, taking their own lives and them being comedians. It's like you don't know what these people could be grieving inside. They could be going through hell inside, but they make people laugh for a living. So I've seen a lot of people. The reason I bring this up is because I've seen a lot of people bring up the instance where, he kind of made a joke about him wanting 7 more. What the fuck do you expect somebody that makes people laugh for a living to do? Especially somebody that doesn't want his children to be sad or the people around him to be sad or feel sorry for him. The one thing that you can do is laugh through the pain. Especially for somebody who makes people laugh for a living. I don't understand how people didn't understand that, but they took it as, oh, he didn't really care, or he wasn't really thoughtful in this, and everybody's making these think pieces about, oh, he didn't really love her the way he did, and bringing up old videos of them together on live and like, listen to how he talked to her. I'm like, do y'all, I can tell y'all don't pay attention to people, and y'all just be doing these deep dives and think pieces on shit that y'all have no idea what y'all talking about. Didn't nobody pay attention to their relationship like that until afterwards. Now all of a sudden it's he didn't really love her, or he didn't treat her like this, or he's this and that. Wasn't none of y'all saying that shit before? Let people grieve, man. Let people go through the process of how they deal with shit. Everybody is expecting somebody to deal with things the way that they want them to. Oh, if it was me, I don't know how I could do it. If it was me, I'd be crying. That's another thing. People want to see motherfuckers crying. Y'all have an obsession with seeing people famous cry. That's why those videos go so viral when people like, oh, so-and-so breaks down and cries because of a tragedy or because so-and-so passed away. People are obsessed with that type of shit. People are obsessed with wanting to see people sad and break down. People like, oh, I want to cry too. Let me see Like, yo, y'all don't admire strength at all. Y'all a bunch of weak motherfuckers. Basically is what I'm getting from this. So many different people talking about so many other things besides the fact that this man is going to be dealing with, and his kids are going to be dealing with, a tragedy from this point on for the rest of their life. They're never going to get their mother back. DC is never going to get his partner back. People don't ever think about the humanity of it all, the human side of it all. And that's what fucks me up when it comes to these situations. But even through it all, you know, I think DC, of course, being somebody who is in the spotlight, he understands that these things are going to happen. And I don't think he's going to pay attention to anything of the sort. And, you know, thank God he has a dope ass support system around him. And not just, you know, his family, but his friends and his colleagues and the people that he works with, man. Shout out to the 85 South Boys. You know, I seen Carlos post something, but, you know, yesterday Chico posted something as well. He posted up a picture of him in DC on his Instagram, and he said, "Most could never imagine having to do what you did today. The process of losing a loved one lasts a lifetime, but today marks the end of one journey and the beginning of another. I'm proud of you, bro. The way you've held it down throughout this entire ordeal is commendable in ways words can't explain. I love you and I got you forever." See, with people like that in your corner, none of these motherfuckers on the internet who got these things to say or opinions about how you move or what you say or how you love somebody could never affect you in real life. Because the people that know you in real life know who you are. They know your character. They know what you're about. And I think personally, that DC seems like a person that really walks in his faith and really does believe in being a positive individual and somebody who wants to try to push through a tragic time. Somebody who I don't think could ever bring themselves to be so down that they can't get up again. You know, I admire that about DC, and I'm always going to be sending my support and love for DC and his family, man. Like, if anybody that's ever been through a situation like this where they lost a loved one or lost somebody, or the mother of their kids or the father of their kids, it's not going to be easy at all. It is not going to be easy. But we're going to be sending the love and the support and prayers to him. And, you know, we just going to continue to see that man elevate, him and the people around him. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how it goes. When you are a person that believes the way that DC believes, not only will he continue to be blessed, but the people around him will be as well. And that's where I want to leave that at. So rest in peace to Miss Jacky OH. Sending my love and prayers to DC and his family and Jackie's family. All love and respect, man. So now I have to bring this up, man. I have to talk about it. We all know what's going on with Zion Williamson, man. We all seen it. Zion has been out here being put on blast by absolute h0s. Absolute h0s. And it is the most craziest thing to watch happen in real time. Now, if you don't know, Zion announced recently that he and a woman that he has been involved with are expecting a baby. And when he put that on blast, holy, I'm scrolling down Twitter and you can't see nothing but all right, we're gonna get to her in a second. But he has been put on blast for having a baby with another girl while another girl was involved with him. Porn star by the name of Mariah Mills. Now, Mariah has been on Twitter going crazy continuously for I don't know how many days now, ever since the news dropped. And it has been the most pathetic, just downright degrading, embarrassing shit that I have seen, and not even just for Zion, but mostly for her. And it's funny, somebody tweeted out, girls are suicide bombers. They don't give a fuck how they look or if they go down, long as you go down with them. And that is the truth. That is the absolute truth, because this woman has been exposing everything about herself and Zion's relationship, and at the same time making herself look like a damn fool. Now, one thing we do got to say is, yes, is it embarrassing to be a dude out here that's paying these porn stars thousands of dollars every month just to be in their presence, just to keep smashing them, just to have them around? Yes, I don't agree with it. I don't support it. But that's what some of these niggas do, apparently, when they got millions. Are you supposed to shoot they club up? Absolutely not. How many times do we have to hear these stories? How many times do these athletes have to go and put themselves in a messed up situation where they got to end up dealing with a toxic woman for the rest of their life? Now, I don't know this woman that Zion Williamson got pregnant, but I do know that if you are the type to be involved with a dude that you know is out here smashing a bunch of different girls, your intentions with that man, to me, might be a little different. Kind of lets me know that you're not in it for the love, but in it for what comes with being with the person that you're with. Now, it's very clear that this Mariah girl is mad at the fact that now her bag has possibly exited the door because Zion has gotten someone else pregnant, and it probably, she was thinking to herself, it should have been me. Because a lot of these motherfuckers, they'll do this, man. They got the career plan. It's crazy. These type of chicks got a career plan. Find the athlete with the bag who got the big contract. Make sure you lock it down. Hopefully he hits it raw dog so that y'all can possibly have the child that you want, so that you can retire from doing adult films or OnlyFans. Because who needs an OnlyFans and who needs to be a porn star when you have a guaranteed monthly income from a nigga making $100 million? That is the game plan. And when she realized that game plan was not going to be executed, she took to the internet, which a lot of motherfuckers do. They get so, and it's crazy because she's screaming emotional distress that she got embarrassed. Oh, you embarrassed me. Embarrass who? Didn't nobody know about you niggas. You put this on blast. Only a delusional, psychotic motherfucker will put their own business on blast and then say that they got embarrassed by the person they talking about. Zion didn't offer this information to the public. You did. You offered this. Look, you offered this information to the public to let them know everything that was going on with you and Zion. You released text messages. You released Snapchat messages. You talked about intimate moments. You did everything under the sun under your supervision. A grown-ass woman with a brain, you did this. Now to run around talking about that this is emotional distress and that this is his fault and that he embarrassed you is the most delusional shit that you can ever say, especially coming from a sack chaser. Talking about we went from a sneaky link to falling in love. Is that true? Hold on, let me see. Let me see. Oh, she did. She did say that. Look at this right here. Started off as a sneaky link, but we fell in love. Zion Williamson. I always said a baby is a deal breaker for me. Haven't slept in days. Excuse me. Emotionally distressed. You hurt me big time, not even going to front. Eventually we became more until this mysterious pregnancy. I'm fucked up bad about this, bae. I'm not gonna lie, I can't do this. Oh, what you gonna do? You can't do it no more? Is that a sign of something that you might end up doing to yourself? Imagine being a whole porn star. And that's not to say porn stars don't need love. I'm not saying that porn stars don't have a heart. I'm saying your character determines how people treat you. And if the relationship was based off this nigga paying you every month just so he could smash and you could be around him, ain't no love in that. That's a transaction. You are a big booty escort. To think that a motherfucker loves, see, that's the thing. People let words put them in this situation. I don't care if Zion said, I love you 1,000 times. What is going on? What is the trend of things that's happening between y'all relationship that you ignoring because you want to make it seem like you the top dog. I'm the top hoe. You were supposed to love me. I can't stand this, like, and I hate it because they try to also include these type of women in the women empowerment movement. And that's like black people including the niggas that out here giving us bad stigmas and stereotypes, talking about how we don't, or how we defend them, or if we defend them or have them come along with us. We can't have those motherfuckers come along with us. Y'all shouldn't want a part of the women empowerment movement being these sack chasing ass bitches who act like they in love but really in love with the money. That's a whole nother demographic of people. You're not in it for love. She's also in it for clout because she's been going on for 3 days straight tweeting this man. I'm tired of y'all giving these type of h0s clout and recognition. Y'all blow these niggas up, make them go trending on Twitter and shit. Now they think they got some notoriety because they the chick that was trending one day because their name was attached to another nigga that was lit. Look at this shit. She's trolling. She's trolling. She's trolling. At this point, she's trolling. She's trolling because she knows it's going to bring more traffic to her OnlyFans. Do you know how much her OnlyFans probably went up after this Zion shit? Especially the niggas that probably fucking with her now from the shit. Like, oh, damn, we could, if Zion hit it, nigga, I could. If that nigga was smashing, bitch, I'm definitely smashing. Here, take this couple thousand. I'm gonna fly you out so-and-so, and we go get it in. She's just raising the price. That's all she's doing. I don't think she actually gives a fuck. I don't think she actually was in love, to tell you the truth. I think that the motivation was the bread. Now, I know some people may have the stigma or the idea that, man, why are these guys doing this? Look, to be honest, a lot of men, if they had the chance, would smash some of their favorite porn stars or IG models that they've been looking at. Somebody made a good point. I think it was Mero. He said, why would, or maybe it was Joe Budden. It was one of them. It was either, I saw a tweet from Mero that made a lot of sense, and then I heard Joe Budden talk about it earlier today. But one of them said, why would I sit back and look on my phone and go to town by myself when I could really hit this motherfucker and be like, yo, let's, like, why? I get it. I understand. But where the line is drawn is paying these motherfuckers a monthly fee and also getting in it raw dog. Never raw dog these motherfuckers. It should be a cardinal sin. Now, one thing I need to bring up, because it's really hard to go through these tweets of It's really hard to go through these tweets of Mariah Mills because she shows a lot of titties and ass, and I don't want to be on that side of YouTube where motherfuckers like, oh look. See, this is why we shadow ban them. There was titties, there was ass, but there are text messages where she's showing him and oh man, damage control. Look at this. This is her talking to Zion. She said, "Enjoy your new life with the fake mermaid, cheap fake mermaid. She's so fake. She ran to social media to boast that she your baby father, clout chasing whore. Clout chasing whore. You mean the lady that has spent the last 3 fucking days talking about this nigga because she missed the bag?" He said, delete that stuff. Delete the stuff and I got you. Why should I trust you? All you do is lie. I literally was good to you. You let a whore trap you. You're going to be a dad, so happy for you. Stop. That's for my to worry about. I'm sorry it happened, but why would you add to that fire? For real, if you do that, I got you. You not gonna do that? We better than this. For real? I thought I was yours. I trusted you. Look at this blasphemous words. This is ridiculous. Look at this. My man Zion said delete that stuff. Nigga, you dumbass. Do you really think that that's gonna fucking help? You posted something on the internet, the bitch is trending. It's not going nowhere. It's there now. You're done. You're done, son. Oh my God. Look at this. Wire transfer incoming. Zion Williamson, $20,000. Look at this. And you talk about it wasn't for the money? You showing receipts of this man sending you 20 bands. Matter of fact, just real quick, Zion. I know you be paying these bitches because you trying to hit and shit, but there's people out there that would like use that money for something better than to like get new outfits just so they can get, you know what, I'm not even gonna disrespect her like that, but you know what I'm saying. Who the fuck get that money to somebody else that fucking needs it, man? You out here just passing off $20,000 to a bitch, and she out here putting you. This is what it gets you? Is this what $20,000 gets you, Zion Williamson? Think about it. You spit, and I don't give a fuck if this nigga got millions of dollars and that $20,000 is pocket change to him. You are giving up $20,000 for a bitch to put you on blast for you to turn around and be like, delete that shit, please. You niggas care. You niggas give a fuck. And you better stop acting like you don't. Because the moment that you actually start doing this shit, you probably might move smarter. It don't make no damn sense to me. She's showing off gifts. She's showing off trips. She said the reason why he trusts me because I'm not thirsty to pull out phones and cameras around him. Yes, I saved receipts, but I always saved wire receipts to show Zion Williamson I received them. I don't ask no celebrity or high influence types of men for pics that I'm around. Blah, blah, blah. She's lying out her motherfucking ass, because if it wasn't about the money and it wasn't about any of that bullshit, you wouldn't be no bitch on OnlyFans and you wouldn't be selling ass. Stop lying to the public, talking about, oh, I wasn't the thirsty to try to pull out my phone and pull out my camera and try to take pictures. Meanwhile, the tweet right before that is you showing the bag he got you and the ring he got you, and you going on trips on motherfucking seaboards and shit. These bitches be lying. I can't keep scrolling up because there's ass cheeks right here. And this is only enough so that they won't, you know, that they won't get it. He said, could you make an 11 p.m. flight tonight? She said, hey, babe, yes. but I have a flight to LA at 2 p.m. tomorrow and I get back Saturday morning. How long you want me to stay? Just tonight. I could fly you to Phoenix. This nigga was sitting in the hotel room. He needed that ass. He needed that ass. He said, hey, I don't give a fuck what it takes, bitch. Get on the red eye. I need to bust a nut. Oh, Lord. She said, I have a flight to LA 2 p.m. tomorrow. He said, no, 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 no. I need to drain the snake, baby. You need to come here tonight. I'll fly you to Phoenix and fly you back. Whatever you need, money ain't a thing. I'm trying to bust. Niggas. These NBA niggas are unhinged. Zion is a horny son of a bitch, man. That's so funny. That's so funny. And to top it off, she ends it with saying, when y'all see me courtside cheering Zion Williamson this season, the jokes will be on y'all. If this happens, I need to know. Chat, let me know. If y'all see this woman courtside at a Pelicans game this season, what does that make Zion Williamson? What does that make him? I just want to know. He said, imagine window shopping for cheeks. Nigga, a lot of these niggas, that's basically what Instagram is. Instagram is window shopping for cheeks. Makes no fucking sense. It makes no fucking sense at all. But hey, niggas gonna do what they do. This ain't the first. This ain't the last. They've been trying to tell these niggas for years. I don't know if it was his parents. I don't know if it was the friends around him. Somebody had to have told him something at some point like, hey, man, these bitches gonna try to trap you. And this motherfucker was like, I gotta hit that ass. I gotta hit that ass. But I gotta hit that ass, dog. I know what you saying, but I got to, man. Just look at her. Fu said, LOL, and this shows he fucked with Shorty. Why he ain't have no Phoenix ass waiting. Yeah, exactly. Why this was somebody who he man. That's what I'm saying. He had to do it. He said they both finna be courtside. Both them niggas gonna be riding the bench this year. Oh my God. All right. We gotta move on, man. I can't be here for long. We gotta move forward. Hey, man. I gotta speak on this before we move around. So something happened in the gaming world, in the streamer world. I don't know if y'all heard about this. This has been being talked about for the past couple of days, but a popular gaming streamer by the name of NICKMERCS, who I believe is a part of FaZe Clan, or he might be part of something. I don't know who he's a part of, but either way, this guy NICKMERCS saw a post on Twitter of there was a protest going on. There were some anti-LGBTQ protesters that were trying. I don't know what happened. A melee ensued, and it was all because of something that was going on with a school or whatever. NICKMERCS replied to the tweet saying, leave the kids. Why don't we leave the kids alone? Leave the kids out of it. And that tweet sparked a hellstorm because immediately it was labeled anti-LGBTQ, and it was labeled homophobic, transphobic. It was labeled all types of shit. And it wasn't that he made any homophobic remarks. He didn't say any homophobic slurs. He didn't say gay people shouldn't exist. He didn't say that people shouldn't learn about whatever the case. All he said was leave the kids out of it. And it turned into, I mean, shit hit the fan. Call of Duty immediately took this man's skin pack off of their game, so you can't purchase the NICKMERCS skin or his DLC or one of his packs in the game. You can't get it anymore. All off that tweet. He lost that. That's losing money. He probably lost some sponsorships. A lot has probably happened in that moment because of cancel culture, which is crazy because cancel culture almost got canceled until it hopped on the backs of the LGBTQ community, and now it's like full force again. But it got to the point where different streamers started coming out in support for him. A guy by the name of Dr. Disrespect uninstalled the game. And here's the thing about when these video games make these decisions because of their ad dollars and who they fuck with. They don't understand how powerful the actual streamer, the actual creator is. You guys are generating a lot of money through these people who are on your platform, utilizing it to help build the platform. They bring other people to the platform to stream and to bring dollars in to your shit. When these people start boycotting and when they start suppressing the viewership and the subscriptions of these platforms, you will start to see a change in how they maneuver. But until then, they won't. But I see it with some of these people. They uninstalled the game. A friend of his, Tim the Tap Man, another popular gamer, he requested that his pack be taken off of Call of Duty. He asked Call of Duty, the actual game, to take his down in support and in protest of them doing it because he didn't feel right having his stay up and them treat a friend of his this way. But for the record, this is him explaining everything and how he felt and what happened and yeah, I'm gonna let Nick speak for himself, and then I'm gonna play the perspective of the other side and why people feel the way that they feel off of him just simply tweeting, "Leave the kids alone." This is what he said in response to this.
Simply feel that I want to be the one and my wife wants to be the one to speak with our child about stuff like that, and that was the tweet. That was the tweet. You can take the tweet if you want, and you can spin it, flip it, flop it, quote tweet it. You can put 10 paragraphs on top of it. You can do whatever you want to it to make you feel better if that's what you want to do. But that was the tweet, okay? So if you came here to hear that, I hope you feel a little better about it. I didn't mean to upset anybody. I know that I did. I'm not apologizing about the tweet because I don't feel like it's wrong. I'm gonna stand by what I said. I'm not gonna delete the tweet. You know, I just want to make sure everybody understands exactly the point I was trying to make by tweeting my response. You know, and I do want to apologize to Puckett though. I feel like I might have brought a little bit of shit his way, man. I didn't mean to do that, but
now that was his excuse. That was what he said. Now, I think the thing about it is people created their own context and their own narrative around what he meant, which happens to everybody. It happens to a lot of people when they say things. The first thing that comes to mind when they see a tweet. I personally don't think that this guy was trying to encourage violence against the LGBTQ community. I don't think he was trying to shit on the community. I think because of certain narratives that have been going around due to kids and the LGBTQ community, that the idea is that they're trying to force kids to learn about this type of stuff in schools and all this other type of shit. Now, I just want to say something. If this doesn't seem weird to you, I guess whatever. But it seems very odd to me that during the time that we have sat around and everybody has been up in arms over critical race theory and trying to take it out of schools, and how some schools are actually succeeding with taking it out of their schools. It's crazy how fighting for that is so much more harder than fighting against things you don't necessarily want your kids to learn about, that doesn't have anything to do with the history of this country or the history of them and their heritage and where they come from and all the other shit. I, of course, would rather have my child or children learn about their history rather than something that apparent, like if somebody is gay, that's who they are. That's what they are. That's what it is. I don't think there should be a course in school about it. I think you should actually teach it as far as teach tolerance, how to not be intolerant to other people. That's been going on in schools for a long time. So anything that changes from there is just trying to be specific to one group when we know how they feel about teaching things, especially black history, in these schools. I don't think trying to teach kids in school about LGBTQ or whatever is more important than teaching black kids in these schools about their history. And I feel like critical race theory has been pushed to the side and has been falling on deaf ears to try to uphold some other shit that, to me, doesn't matter. If you are born gay, learning about it is no different than a kid literally discovering shit for himself, being out there with their friends as they get older. I knew I liked pussy when I started seeing that girls were cute when I was a young boy. They didn't come to me in school and say, hey, we want to teach you guys about how to twiddle pooter. This is how you do it. You had to learn for yourself. So even if you are telling these kids about gay people existing or the LGBTQ community, they still have to figure out sex on their own. You could teach them about the organs, you could teach them about all this other shit, but it's ridiculous. I seen a video clip of a lady in school talking about anal glands and shit, and talking about the G spot in the butt. This is in high school, and you try to tell people about and this is why a lot of men, and there's male on male sex, because you have a gland in your prostate that, I'm like, yo, just why can't you stick to just saying there's a gland in your prostate? If there's a gay nigga in the room, he probably already knows he likes it in the butt. So why the fuck are you talking about the fact that this is why men like that? I'm like, no, it doesn't matter. Just say, leave it there. Leave it right there. Leave it at the gland in the butt. Leave it at the G spot in the butt. Don't try to, you know what I'm saying? And that goes for the other side too. Whether you talking about straight sex or gay sex, let these motherfuckers figure it out for themselves. Y'all want these motherfuckers to learn about LGBTQ shit and the other shit quicker than y'all actually want to efficiently help them learn how to be something other than an entertainer or a social media fucking influencer. You know what I mean? I think it's more important for these kids to learn something more important. I think a lot of these ideas are coming from society being pushed in certain ways, not even just specifically to the LGBTQ community, but for various topics, various situations. A lot of talking points off the internet spew into school and in real life, and people try to apply that to real life situations, and it never works. It never does. Now, with that said, let me play this, because despite how I feel about certain situations, I also have common sense enough to not have any hate in my heart for people. So on the other side of understanding or possibly understanding where the guy came from with his tweet, I also understand that people take things for themselves and add context around it just to support their hatred for other people, i.e. the black people that are over there on the right side of things. And I don't mean the right as incorrect. I'm talking about right wing. And they spew white supremacist talking points and they use it. The white folks that are bigots and racists on that side use what black people say on their side as a way to justify their bigotry and their hatred. I'm not with that. Those are hateful individuals that just want to spew hate. Now, with that comes responses like this.
Even if you were like, I want to protect my child so deeply, and I only want them to believe Reaganomics, right? I only want them to believe in trickle-down economics. Well, at some point in the big world, someone's going to be like, have you heard of socialism? And they're going to learn about what socialism is. And especially in the age of the internet, when Google is at hand, at some point they're going to walk outside and one of the other kids is going to be like, do you know about gay people? And I'd rather an informed person who, with a specific curriculum, someone qualified to teach the issue, teach that issue, rather than just hoping your child, like, grows up to 18 and doesn't understand what queerness is and then figures it out for themselves. Maybe the parent doesn't want their kids to learn about socialism. So here's the argument. I follow through that argument. What you're saying is that just understanding what socialism is would be so powerful that your child would be compelled to do it. What you're really telling me is that you don't really have a lot of conviction in your own beliefs. You think that your like hyper-capitalistic ideology is so fragile that should someone even encounter what socialism is, they will crumble and change their ideology to match socialism. If that's the case, you've already lost. If your child learns about socialism and becomes a socialist, they probably wanted to be a socialist all along. Someone believing a certain thing only because of the absence of knowledge of something else is not belief. That's ignorance. Someone believing that they're straight only because they don't know that there's a possibility to be queer is not them actually being straight. They were never that straight to begin with. If the slightest indicator that they could be something else gets them to change their mind. What you're saying is that you don't want your child to be gay, which is just homophobic, right? It's like you're just saying that, like, of all the things my child could be, I don't want them to be gay. So you're not that tolerant of gay people then. Because, like, do you decide every single facet of your child? No, they're an individual themselves. And if one day your child decides that they like the color blue, would you force them to like the color red? No, you'd just be like, okay. Either you, if you did, you're a terrible parent, or your child's just going to like blue and they're going to continue liking blue. What if they taught racism and Nazi values in school? My guy, they're not teaching you to be gay. They're just teaching you what being gay is. They do teach you what Nazi values were, you fucking moron. They actually teach you what Nazi values are. And if you were persuaded by the Nazi values, that would make you a racist. My guy, they literally do tell you what Nazis thought and did. And they tell you what racists thought and did. It's called the slave fucking trade. And you still, if you come out being like, I think that's great ideology, you're a fucking racist.
That was a good video. I'm not gonna lie. That was a pretty good video. And to be honest, breaking it down in that way is for a lot of the like I said, for the people that have the hate in their heart for certain groups of people. I don't have any hate in my heart for anybody, especially not a group of people. I don't hate you because you're gay. If you're a piece of shit and just so happen to be gay, then you're a piece of shit. Doesn't matter if you're gay or straight or whatever the case may be, you are a piece of shit. Now, let me just say that it's important, and I've always said this when it comes to these subjects. If you don't want your kids to learn something or to see something, you are their parent, and not that they can be completely pacified from it, because like he said, Google exists. People can go to Google. Their kids can search whatever they want at some point by themselves. It's always better for you to be upfront, be honest, and to talk to your kids about the shit that they could possibly see or run into before they discover it themselves. So if you are a parent that is not for your kid being brainwashed or corrupted, or to make them think that they gotta do something, because although, you know, there are kids out there who are gay and may identify as whatever, trends do exist. People doing things because it's the cool thing to do or because it's accepted does exist. And if you don't want your kid to be a follower but instead be a leader, You have to teach those type of things growing up. My mom, you know, giving her all the respect in the world, that is one thing she always said to us before we left to go to school every day. Be a leader, not a follower. She didn't put no specifics on it because she allowed us to be individuals, but she wanted to be very clear that if we was out here following up behind other people, it wouldn't end up good for us. And of course, me being the one that got to learn the hard way coming up in high school and shit with my degenerate ass friends that I love so much. You know what I'm saying? I had to apply that to my life as I got older. You got to be a leader, not a follower, so that your kid, when they do see these things happen in school, they could already be hip to what could possibly be happening or what agendas could be happening with whatever subject they trying to push on kids at the time. You got to be instrumental in your kid's life. If you leave your kids up to being taught by these phones and by these electronics, you're going to fucking lose. All that energy that you spend on the internet trying to combat some shit, you should be talking to your kids about it. Then you wouldn't have shit to worry about, especially if your kids respect you. If you hold a certain value and if you demand respect, and if you show your leadership within your tribe, within your family, then your kids will respect you willingly. Not because they have to, because they genuinely do. And when they genuinely respect you, they will follow your lead. And then that will be passed down from generations. Some of y'all be doing that shit wrong. Some of y'all be seeing the signs of this shit way early. You know your kid gay. You just be fighting the shit. You be seeing that little motherfucker switching and using S's and rolling his eyes and tucking his neck back and forth and shit. You see that shit. But you in denial. That little nigga got some sweetness in him, and you don't want to fucking come to terms with it because your whole life motherfuckers been telling you how horrible this shit was, and you couldn't form an actual opinion about it yourself. So like I said, get that hate out your heart. Be a parent. Be in your kid's life. Say some shit to them. Don't just go to the internet. Don't just be on the phone with your homies and your homegirls and your loved ones and your family and shit talking about what they just did at school, or, oh, I just heard, oh, I just seen this. Oh, I see. Talk to your kids, man. Be clear and concise. Have patience too as well. Have patience. Please have patience. That shit goes a long way when you are a parent. Trust me. You don't want your kids to be involved in certain shit in school, take it up with the school. The internet ain't finna do shit. Twitter ain't finna do shit. They don't give a fuck. Now, with that said, GMS fam, the Green Room, it has been a very good show this Sunday. We gonna come back tomorrow, so make sure y'all pull up on me. We got some things to discuss. You don't want to miss it. Follow me on my socials. I follow everybody back. Hit the Cash App today if you are feeling generous. I most appreciate it. You'll be helping out the GMS show in a very, very special way. Hit that like button on the way out. Shout your city out. Where you from? Where you tuning in from? Let me know in the comment section. Let's go. Hey, what happened on my Twitter, man? Hey. GMS fam, the green room. It is Sunday. Make sure you get outside if it's nice out. Breathe in some of that good air. Enjoy the rest of your day. Get ready to get back to that work week. Hustle. Get that paper. Smoke something if you got it. GMS fam, the green room. I'm about to go outside and enjoy the rest of the day. Hope y'all good. Hope y'all family is good. Everybody in good health. I'm sending my love to every single one of y'all, man. Hope y'all send it back. Just send it back. That's all I want. GMS fam, the green room. New music on the way. New visuals, all that shit. Be prepared. I'm about to roll up, man. Let me get the fuck up on out of here. GMS fam, the green room, it's been real. It's been real. I'll see y'all niggas tomorrow. Much love and respect. We out.